Welcome back to the English Nook. I'm Maya.
And I'm Ethan. Maya, can I ask you a question? You seem very productive today.
Honestly, Ethan, I feel like I've discovered a superpower.
A superpower? Did you finally learn how to fly? Or did you just drink too much coffee again?
Neither. Well, maybe a little coffee. But no, I'm talking about pocket time.
Pocket time. That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. Are you traveling through time now?
I wish. No, I'm talking about those tiny, fleeting moments in your day that usually just disappear.
Fleeting. Like the 5 minutes you spend waiting for your toast? Or the 10 minutes on the bus?
Exactly. Most of us think we need an hour at a desk to study English. But today, we're going to show you why those little pockets of time are actually your best friend.
I love that. Because let's be real, life is busy. Between work, the gym, and chores, who has an hour?
Exactly. So, today we are breaking down how to squeeze in high-quality learning while you're doing the most mundane tasks.
Mundane? You mean boring stuff like washing the dishes or walking the dog?
Precisely.
All right, you've got my attention. And hopefully, we have yours too. Before Maya tells us all her secrets, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube.
Yes! Subscribe and join our community. It really helps us keep these episodes coming.
And stick around until the end for our word tour. We've got some great B2 vocabulary today. Words like fleeting, mundane, and incremental.
Incremental. That's the key word for today. Small steps that lead to big results.
All right, let's open up those pockets.
Let's do it. So, Ethan, let's get into the why. Why is it that 10 minutes on a walk often feels more productive than an hour at a library?
It's all about the intensity of the focus. When you have an hour, your brain thinks, oh, I have plenty of time. You check your phone, you look out the window, you get a snack.
Stop describing my Sunday mornings, Ethan.
We all do it. But when you only have a pocket, say a 7-minute bus ride, your brain knows the clock is ticking. You focus with a different kind of urgency.
Urgency. Like a deadline.
Exactly. It's a mini deadline. And because the time is fleeting, you actually retain more. Your brain is in high alert mode.
That's interesting. But I think the biggest enemy of the pocket is the smartphone.
Oh, 100%. The efficiency trap.
Exactly. We have 5 minutes of dead time, and what do? We pull out the phone and scroll through social media. It feels like we're relaxing, but we're actually just draining our energy.
Draining it. It's passive consumption. It's like eating brain candy. It tastes good for a second, but it doesn't give you any strength.
Brain candy. I like that. But if you swap that candy for a 5-minute English challenge, you're making incremental progress.
Incremental. Small steps. But Maya, some people say, Ethan, 5 minutes isn't enough to learn anything complex. What do you say to them?
I say they're wrong. No, really. Think about it. If you spend 5 minutes truly shadowing a native speaker, your mouth muscles are working. If you spend 5 minutes hunting for nuance in a news headline, your brain is growing.
So it's not about the quantity of time, it's about the quality of the task.
Precisely. It's about being intentional, turning mundane moments into learning moments.
Mundane, like waiting for the elevator.
Yes. Instead of staring at the floor numbers, you could be mentally rehearsing how to describe your day.
I tried that once. People in the elevator looked at me like I was a bit strange.
Well, maybe don't do it out loud in the elevator, but you can do it in your head. That's the beauty of the pocket. It's yours. No one has to know you're studying.
I like that. It's like a secret mission. Operation Advanced English.
Exactly. And when you stack those secret missions together, the results are inevitable.
Inevitable. Success that has to happen because you've put in the work, piece by piece.
That's the spirit. But it's not always easy to start, is it?
No, it's not. It takes a shift in mindset.
Okay, Ethan. We're making pocket time sound like this perfect, magical solution. But let's be honest, it's hard.
It's incredibly hard. I can't tell you how many times I've stood in line at the grocery store, knowing I should be listening to my Spanish podcast, and instead, I just ended up watching videos of people making giant cakes.
Oh no, not the cake videos. They are so addictive.
They are. And then the person in front of me finishes paying, and I realize I just wasted 5 minutes. I feel that dreaded guilt.
The guilt is real. I used to think that if I wasn't sitting at my desk with a highlighter and a textbook, I wasn't really learning. I felt like a failure if I only did 10 minutes while folding laundry.
A failure? That's a strong word, Maya.
It felt that way. I thought, if I'm not suffering, I'm not improving. It took me a long time to realize that English doesn't have to be a monotonous chore.
Right, it can be part of your life. But honestly, my biggest struggle is the switching cost.
The switching cost?
Yeah, sometimes it takes me 4 minutes just to decide what to listen to. By the time I find the right episode, my pocket of time is already gone.
I've been there. I actually started keeping an emergency English playlist on my phone. One tap and it starts. No thinking aloud.
Emergency English. I love that. Is that for when your English is shattered like we talked about last time?
Exactly. When I'm too tired to think, I just let the sounds wash over me while I'm cooking dinner. It's about being kind to yourself.
That's the key. I remember one day I was so shattered from work. I just couldn't do anything active. I felt like I was failing my pocket time mission.
And what did you do?
I just listened to one English song. Just one. And I realized that's still a win. It's an incremental win.
It really is. We have this idea that learning has to be perfect or it's useless. But perfect is the enemy of progress.
Wow. Perfect is the enemy of progress. That's deep, Maya. You're on fire today.
I'm trying, Ethan. But seriously, to everyone listening, if you spent your last pocket of time scrolling instead of studying, it's okay.
It's totally okay. Just try to squeeze in 1 minute in the next pocket. Don't wait for tomorrow.
Exactly. It's about the next 5 minutes, not the last 5. All right, Ethan. We've talked about the struggle. Now let's give our listeners the pocket menu.
The menu! I'm hungry for some learning. What's the first dish?
First up, the low focus pocket. This is for when you're walking, cycling, or at the gym. Your body is moving, but your ears are free.
Okay, so no heavy grammar books while cycling. Got it.
Please, no! For this pocket, focus on passive input. Listen to a short podcast or an English song. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just let the rhythm sink in.
I like that. It's like marinating your brain in English.
Exactly. Now the second dish, the hands-busy pocket. Ethan, oh, this is my favorite. Cooking, washing dishes, folding laundry. Why is it your favorite?
Because you're usually alone. And when you're alone, you can do shadowing.
Shadowing. Yes. Since the stove or the vacuum cleaner is making noise, you can repeat after a speaker as loudly as you want. No one will think you're strange.
Exactly. I've had some of my best conversations with myself while peeling potatoes. It's the best way to catch the nuance of how native speakers actually talk.
Nuance. I love it. Okay, third dish. The waiting pocket.
Ah, the doctor's office, the bus stop, the line at the cafe.
This is for active vocabulary. Since you can't really speak out loud, use your eyes. Scan a news headline on your phone. Find one adjective, just one, and try to find a synonym for it.
A synonym swap.
You remembered! If the headline says big, you find enormous. If it says fast, you find rapid. It takes 2 minutes, but it's powerful.
So, the menu is listen while moving, shadow while cleaning, and swap while waiting.
Perfectly summarized. But Ethan, there is one golden rule to make all of this work.
Is it don't eat the cake videos?
Well, that too, but no. It's the headphone rule.
The headphone rule?
If you have to spend 3 minutes looking for your headphones, you've already lost the pocket.
Guilty. I've lost so many pockets to tangled wires.
Keep your headphones in your pocket, literally, or on your neck. Make it so easy to start that your lazy brain doesn't have an excuse to say no.
Make it easy for the lazy brain. I need that on a sticky note.
We all do. And remember, it doesn't have to be a 20-minute study session. Even squeezing in 2 minutes of a song is a win.
It's all incremental, right?
Always. Those 2 minutes are the bricks that build your advanced English house.
One brick at a time. I like that.
Me too. All right, Ethan. I think it's time to take our listeners on a little trip.
Oh? Are we going somewhere?
We sure are. It's time for the word tour. Welcome to the word tour. This is where we slow down and look at the tools we use today so you can add them to your own English toolkit.
Remember, the best way to move from B2 to C1 is to start using these words in your daily life. Let's look at our first stop.
Word number 1. Fleeting.
This describes something that lasts for a very, very short time, like a fleeting moment or a fleeting thought.
Right. We used it for pocket time because those 5 minutes are gone before you know it. They are fleeting. Try saying, I have a fleeting moment before my next meeting.
Word number 2, mundane.
This is a fancy word for boring or ordinary.
Washing dishes, folding laundry, waiting for the bus. These are mundane tasks. But at the Nook, we turn mundane moments into learning moments.
Exactly. Don't let your day stay mundane. Add some English to it.
Word number 3, to squeeze in.
This is a phrasal verb. It means to find time for something even though you are very busy.
Like when you say, I have a busy day, but I can squeeze in a 5-minute podcast. It's all about finding that tiny space.
Word number 4. Incremental.
This is a powerful word for progress. It means making improvements in small, steady steps, rather than all at once.
One brick at a time. That is incremental growth. It might feel slow, but it's the most sustainable way to learn.
And finally, word number 5, inevitable.
This means something that is certain to happen. You cannot avoid it.
If you use your pocket time every day, your success is inevitable. You will get better. There's no other option.
I love that. Success is inevitable if you don't stop. Now, before we close the Nook for today, we have a small favor to ask.
We really want to hear from you. What is your favorite pocket of time? Is it while you're walking the dog? Or maybe while you're waiting for your coffee to brew?
Tell us in the comments. Sharing your routine doesn't just help the algorithm. It helps other learners in this community find new ideas. Let's support each other.
And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with one friend who always says they don't have time to study. Let's help them find their pockets too.
Thank you for spending your pocket of time with us today.
Keep finding those moments. We'll see you next time.